Uh, Hello everybody. My name is Kelly Maybon. Some of you may know me as oh wait, huh, Paris. Wait, Paris. um, but yeah, I just wanna get some things off of my chest. Um, so mainly the things I'm gonna talk about is like women or anybody, your identity, um, and just being knowledgeable of your surroundings. I hope y'all can hear me. um, where do I start? Women, like, how do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as just a girl? Do you see yourself as a young lady? Do you see yourself as a woman? Do you see yourself as just a regular female? You don't categorize yourself in a certain way. Do you consider yourself to be a hoe, a B word? You know, well, me personally, I consider myself to be a young lady or a young woman. Because when I think of a young lady, I think of someone who was classy, somebody who's preparing themselves for success later in life, somebody who has their head together, somebody who has respect for, you know, themselves. So that's what I see a young lady as being in my head. But what do you think? Think about what you consider yourself to be. And how would you feel if you carried yourself a certain way, but you went out into the world and somebody called you out of your name, somebody called you a B when you consider yourself to be a young lady? How would that make you feel? Because I know that would make me upset. But if you don't walk the walk and you just talk the talk, you don't lead by example. You say you're this, but you act like that. Then you can't get mad if you consider yourself to be a young lady, but people call you a B or a hoe or a slut or whatever, because the way you present yourself is the way that people are going to judge you. They're going to perceive things about you based on the way that you present yourself. So presentation is everything. And it's already hard for us being African American females. Because society already perceives us to be, well, what do you think? We're a minority. We're females. You can turn on BET right now and you see the girls walking around, no clothes on. Society perceives us to be, these ghetto girls who talk like this and they stand around in a corner all day and we don't read and we don't do nothing with our life and we just sit around all day and walk down the street with no clothes on and go to parties and shake our tushes on boys. Yes, Ma! Anyway. And so, perception is everything. And it's already hard. So we have to, as females, we have to be a little extra aggressive. Because we're powerful. We are so powerful. We rule the world. Like, just think about it for a moment. What would the world do without us? There wouldn't be a world. There wouldn't be a human race if it wasn't for females. We are the producers. We hold life in our body. And men, they don't have that power. They want that power, but they don't have it. So they try to have power by degrading us. I'm not saying, every single guy out here, oh, you're a woman, I want to overpower you. No, but they just can't help it. They've been conditioned. It started way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? Just think about it. Women have always been degraded. And, the men, they think, and they went by, they was like, hey, these women, they're powerful. We got to do something. So, they degraded us, made us feel like we're nothing. But really, we're the most powerful things on earth, and we can't let people's false perceptions, get in the way of who we are. If we know who we really are deep inside, what we're capable of, if we have the knowledge, if we have the truth, then nothing can get in our way. You have to be knowledgeable. You have to be wise. You have to know the truth, because there's so many things that are right in front of our faces and we don't even realize what it is. All these hidden messages in the media. I would go into that. Dr. Jeff Menzies, Fisk University, wonderful man. Um, he opened my eyes to a lot of things. Y'all should listen to him on the radio. He comes on Fisk University's website, 88.1 WFSK. Wonderful man, and he gets real deep. But he has this thing about the media and hidden messages, and it's wow, it's mind blowing. It really is. But back to what I was saying. There's so many things that are hidden in like our society, in the media, in songs, in books, in things that we just see every day, and we don't even realize it. But if we had the knowledge to know, what stuff actually means, then we won't just look at it and not see anything. We will see the truth. So, but in order to do that, you got to have the knowledge in order to know. And when you know, then, can't any of these things distract you. Can't anything get your mind off of, what's really in front of you. Nothing can get you off the right path to success. And you're set for life. Can't nothing stop you. You're powerful. You're the baddest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? So, knowledge, wisdom is powerful. Gotta find out the truth. And just, identity. You gotta present yourself in a nice way so people can think nice things. And that'll get you a long way also. What else is it that I wanted to talk about? I don't know. I forgot. But just, we gotta stand up as women. We have to get out there. We need to be leaders in our communities. We need to show the world who really is boss. Like, if we all just had the aggression, the drive that men have, as a whole, just think of what females can do in this world. We can change so many things because we're powerful. It all goes back to the same thing. Ah, shoot, that hurt. But yeah, we're powerful. Powerful, powerful, powerful creatures. We rule the human freaking race. Like, how does that make you feel as a woman to rule the world? It just makes you want to do something. It makes you want to go rule something. Well, I don't know. That's how it makes me feel. It motivates me to want to just do something and be the best person I can be. So hopefully you're motivated to get out there and do something more. Be knowledgeable. Find out the truth about everything. Don't be distracted. Don't let things get in the way of what's really there, what's really in front of you.